jasmine, oolong, green, and white. Long ago, these 4 teas were skillfully brewed at the Blissful Brew. Then, everything changed when the shop's popularity threatened its existence. All Mr. Okuran, the shop's owner and tea master, could do was to recruit 4 teenage orphans to learn his trade and staff his shop. A year has passed since the orphans were hired, and although their skills have progressed, they still have a lot to learn before they can brew anything. But I believe that they have the potential to make the Blissful Brew the greatest tea shop in the world.
Welcome back to another episode of Benders and Brews. We're going to be continuing into our one shot for part 2. Exciting as that is. So yeah, stay tuned and hear that out. I'm not going to do as much of an intro as we did last time because you guys know what the concept is. So let's just jump right into it. All right. So as Brock limps through and you guys come to the end of this tunnel, it opens up into a massive chasm, the bottom of which is filled with lava. At the end of this chasm, one can see the entrance to what looks like some sort of makeshift facility of some kind. There's some torches in front of it. You can kind of see into it. And it looks like there's some like shelving, and like the floor itself has kind of been made of wood. But that's about as much as you can see from where you're at. But across this huge lava chasm, there's the rock side of the wall. You can see a very narrow ledge that leads a little ways. There are some flaming ropes, or chains rather, that hang down from the ceiling. There's a couple of like very rickety metal bridges that kind of swing back and forth. They don't like fully, so there's like 3 different ones. They don't connect. They kind of swing a little bit opposite of each other, maybe not quite. So they intersect every once in a while, but only when they're, swinging back and forth.
You said there was like a ledge though on the side?
Yeah, it only leads a part way. And then it basically leads to the chains.
I was going to say, the ledge leads to the chains.
And the chains lead to the
swaying bridge.
Which then leads to...
We got American Ninja Warrior course out of us.
Yeah.
Or can I simply earthbend a bridge across...
How? All the way across this, let's say, 100-foot chasm.
Dude's gonna raise magma into the air and say, yes!
It's a form of bending. It is for firebenders, and you are not that, nor are you like the literal avatar that could do that.
It says
Pretty sure Roku was like the only one that has magma bent.
Well then.
Oh, dang, shame. Poor guy.
Yeah, it's a big burden to bear.
Would I be able to say earthbend like 2 platforms?
Okay.
Put one out in front, we step on it, swing the other one around,
okay.
Step on it, swing, and just keep going.
Here's what I'll say. You will make the 2 platforms. They will connect, and then the second you remove that first platform from the base, everything will fall.
Okay.
I'm not going out.
Well, so we got American Ninja Warrior this, I guess. We're in this together.
What's to the right of us?
The right is where you have that ledge. That's where the ledge is.
I was wondering where the other paths went, the other caves. Do we see other like openings to this area?
No, this is just, so it's just like one big opening. On the right side you have the actual wall, which is close to where you're standing. But on the left side, it like the chasm kind of opens up further back, and then there's the wall.
So, but we don't see the other 2 openings. That would be from the other 2.
No.
One in the...
Oh, sorry. Okay, so in the chasm, in the chamber, before you guys came through the tunnel that led to this, you saw the other 2.
Oh, so all 3 paths led to that chamber that said if you follow this, okay.
Because Skylar's a little, I don't know, he's running out of time, so he kind of like just, everything led to the same spot.
No, this makes sense. It's just like which path...
Exactly.
I was assuming.
Yeah, which trial do you want
which
to?
Which bender preferred? They each made their own trial.
Right.
That's kind of what I was.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and assess the situation.
Okay, sounds good.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Actually, it's actually an 11.
Wow, you rolled an 11.
And that's not really a physical thing. So you don't take
Hey, look at that. You don't strain yourself.
You've gone from being the I'll punch it guy to, oh, let me look at it.
I do find
pain will help you.
I do find it funny how this whole cave thing started with Brock basically dragging Bill through it, and it's become Bill dragging Brock.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it started like Brock's just going like full bore head on into things, and he just keeps getting hurt. And it's like, okay, maybe we slow down a bit. Maybe we like use our noggins.
How do we turn around? No, that's that. I didn't say that. Okay, I said slow down, not turn around.
Quick side note for what did you roll previously when you were putting the dirt on the stuff?
9.
I rolled a 6, but with the added things, I got a 9.
Right. Oh, okay. So it doesn't change anything, but just to clarify on assess the situation, you only get the +1 on going if you get a 10+. I just noticed that because you got a 10+ this time.
So it would have been 8 when he did
Right,
his roll,
which
but-
still would have fallen under the range, which is totally fine. Just wanted to clarify that for anybody that's listening and they're like, wait a minute.
But now he gets his +1.
Yes, now you get your +1 and you get to ask me 2 questions.
Okay. What here can we use to get across, and
Okay.
what is our best way to the other side?
Yeah. How do us chickens cross this road?
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Without injuring ourselves.
Right.
This is the key.
I was gonna say I'm gonna answer both questions because they're so similar. You see some chalk that's kind of like a little bit hidden around the corner of something. You peek and you see some like kind of just rubble rock that's kind of sitting there against it. It looks loose. It's not really attached to the rock wall.
Let's dig at this rubble rock.
All right. So you dig at the rubble rock and you find underneath there's a staff.
A staff, you say?
But it looks strange. It looks very well carved. And it seems to have some little sort of slits on the sides of it, on the top and bottom, both sides. I don't know how much do you guys know about like the airbenders? How much would Bill and Brock know about the airbenders?
Brock, probably not.
Bill would know some.
Okay.
But if you're talking like the airbenders air staff, like their air glider.
Bill knows from being educated.
I was going to say, Bill
Bill's
might know, especially with the stuff that your dad did.
Yeah.
I feel like you might have seen maybe some drawings. It looks like one of those air gliders.
How many?
I'm going to say 2.
Oh, wow. Isn't that convenient?
You notice there's...
It actually makes sense if you said 3 because there was 3 paths for the 3 guys.
Yeah. So the like marking that you saw of the chalk, once you've cleared the road, so it kind of like goes into the rubble. So you don't see like the full of whatever it is. You just see like there's a couple lines sticking out.
Yeah.
When you cleared away the rubbles, you just see the word. It becomes like the rest of the word. You just see the word backups. And then you turn and you look across the cavern. This time you're kind of squinting your eyes. You're looking a little closer. And you notice there's a fully opened air glider on the other side of the tunnel where this like opening is.
Oh, good thing we found that. Otherwise, we are certainly going to die.
I
would certainly die.
Yes,
that's
right.
better.
You notice that there seems to be a up. This is kind of stemming from Zelda.
An updraft.
But there's an updraft stemming from the heat.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
exactly. So very like hot air balloon.
Okay, so Bill's going to grab both of them. He's going to hand one to you, Brock, and he's going to say, "Okay, so you know what these are?
Yes.
Enlighten me."
But remind me for the people at home.
You see, I know what these are, but I need to make sure you know what they are.
Sure. These are air gliders. Airbenders use them.
Air gliders, yeah.
Not only airbenders, but just people who create flying devices. But these are flying devices that anyone can use. Like me.
Well, not anyone can use normally, but I think the updraft.
Well, in this case, we can use it because of the updraft heat. You feel that?
Yeah.
Hot air rises.
Yeah, sorry.
So
I had
if we
eggs for
just-
breakfast.
That what?
What?
Are you taking the blame for brimstone?
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, the updrafts. And
Yeah, so if we just jump and hold on to these gliders, they will give us a updraft of air, and we hopefully, I hope this ends correctly, but we should be able to just glide to the other side.
Okay. Let's do it.
It's a good thing Brock has such a go for it attitude.
How big are these things?
So they usually, I think they span outwards probably.
Also, is the other side like horizontal with us, or is it like a little down?
Please be.
Please be a little down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah. Sorry,
Okay. I was gonna say this is up. I'm just like these ones.
Oh, you're saying how far is the like chasm?
Yeah, well, to
Is
the
it
other
level?
side, is it level with each other?
No,
or is
it's
it, like,
a down. It's
okay.
definitely a down.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
weird. And like if it's uphill, we're like,
Sorry. No.
Okay, yeah, we just glide down to there, and we'll have plenty of airtime because of the heat.
All right. I'm with it. Let's go.
Okay, how big are these things?
They're pretty. I mean, they're like wide enough that it passes your outstretched arms, which
So
I think
how
are
do you-
supposed to be like
how do you-
equal to your height.
Does Bill know how to use one of these though?
Bill might have like some theoretical
Or is
idea of
he-
how to use them. Brock really doesn't.
So we
Brock's just
open
like,
it
yeah,
up,
all
and
right.
it's just like,
I was gonna say, you know how to open it up. You're looking at it. You're like, okay, you get the premise
He
here.
has no idea how to ride it though.
Or
It's like
technically no.
We could probably feel it like wiggling, and then the further out we have our arms, the more stable it is.
Right.
So we ride on top of it,
No,
you technically
no.
right underneath it.
underneath of it.
Yeah, you're right underneath it.
And so
I just realized all the Avatar stuff we have on the wall, and there's nothing depicting Ash or Ash. Aang. I'm thinking Pokemon. There's nothing depicting Aang riding on the air glider, but
Yeah, he rides under the air glider.
yes,
Oh, jeez.
kind of like imagine you're like a wombat or like
Man,
one of
I'm
those
picturing it. We're
paragliders.
holding it. Oh, this sounds terrifying.
Well, see you on the other side.
It just takes off.
It just takes off.
Bill's just watching in disbelief.
Hey, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Oh, is that all you do? You just like
He
you're
just
like,
runs
"Alright,
and jumps.
Runs and jumps. Well, I
He
don't
opened
assess it.
it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I open it. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's stable if I'm like this. It's stupid to be on top,
Okay.
so I'll be on the bottom.
No, that's fair. That's
He's
fair. I just
holding it.
you jump off. I just wasn't sure if you were offering any kind of comfort or support to Bill. But it does not sound like you are. So,
That's not my
just to
style.
clarify.
That's not my style.
All right, I'm gonna have you. Push your luck.
What do I roll with?
That one.
I have to
that
ask,
one's
though.
passion.
I have to ask, and this might be
Is it
off
physical?
record.
Okay.
If he fails, he dies.
To be clear,
Well, I roll 9.
Okay.
Let's go. No, it's 10. I got a
If you
10.
fail this roll, Skylar, we die. I just
Yeah.
want to emphasize
But I
that,
can't
okay?
die because it's a
it's a
prequel.
prequel. You got plot armor.
It's a prequel.
I
Come
almost
on.
want to just keep this in because it's funny discussion.
Yeah. No, I got a 9. I rolled a 9, but with passion is 10.
There
Hey,
you go.
But since it's a physical thing, is it down to 8?
His feet aren't involved. It's all arm.
yeah.
As I mean, I would get a running start, but if they're close enough to where the
I feel
glider
like you could have just pushed off from the edge.
Here's what
Okay.
I'll say.
plot armor.
We'll say that it was an 8,
Okay.
but you still succeed. It just says that your boldness it costs you to scrape by. Is
Okay.
what the description makes. So you fly down. And you're going, and everything seems great. You're actually having a lot of fun. You're flying. You are flying right now, Brock.
I'm flying.
Yeah,
You're flying. It's hot,
Yeah.
but it's not like scalding hot. You're not that close to the lava. You look down, you see the lava. You're like, oh, you get a little bit of vertigo. But at the same time, you're like, all right, I got a feeling for how this thing works. I'm flying above it. I'm okay. And then in your let's call it your hubris, you're pulling
Like Icarus.
Icarus,
He's
exactly.
flying too close.
You fly too close to one of the flaming chains,
Oh my!
and it ever so slightly taps your your staff, specifically the paper that kind of like hangs outward, the cloth that keeps you afloat, and it starts to burn. And in that moment, you start like leaning towards one side, and you're doing everything you can to correct it. And you just barely skid onto the safe end of this chasm, with one half of pretty much your entire flying stick just is scalded to ash.
Well, so I get up, dust myself off, and I look at Bill, and I was like, "See, just like that,
Just like that.
you can do it."
Bill's eyes are wide open and his mouth is wide, and he can't say anything, and he's standing there anxiously, like rubbing his arm.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On his scar, and he takes a deep breath, and he's.
I mean, you could always try the Ninja Warrior route too.
But I asked for the best way across.
But he saw that chain burn the thing immediately when he saw it hit it, and he's assuming if he has to grab those, they burn his hand.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So he knows he can't do that.
I kind of just threw it in there. I was like, I'll just let him figure it out. I don't know
How they're gonna invest burning.
All things considered. So like, as the DM, I know this is like kind of like outside of the story. We're going a little bit outside of the game here. So this is a little meta. As the DM, I found that like if you come up with a situation and then you think to yourself, okay, here's the way to solve it. Like maybe you make it a riddle and there's something in the room that someone has to do in order to solve it. The players are never going to do it.
No, like our interrogation scene.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they'll find a different way to do it. So sometimes I just come up with something and I'm like, I'll just throw it in. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how he's going to get past. They don't have Mika with them. I mean, and you said that earlier. Like if Mika was here, man, we could just
be a lot
blaze
easier
through all this stuff. But they don't have Mika with
That's
them.
the best way to stop fire. Water. Boom. Okay.
And it couldn't have gotten better than Brock getting hurt. Because then it's like I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, a lot of this stuff would be probably pretty easy to get past if you're an Earthbender.
Yeah,
too.
you limited us hard by hurting Brock.
Well, I limited us.
I heard him.
Okay,
So
this is all on
I'm
Brock.
gonna put my foot in the holes.
I'm a calloused foot farm boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so good.
Well, Bill takes a deep breath. He closes his eyes and he runs forward and he just jumps.
I'm just saying,
Please
roll
be
like
like
a
a three.
2 and you just go straight
What
down.
am I doing?
You're rolling with passion.
Yes, it's push your luck.
You got a 5.
It's a 6.
It's a 6.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to save him?
You might. What are you gonna do?
Well, so what's
Bill is Bill.
Bill went too low. He
did.
went straight down.
He
saw
saw straight down.
you saw the chains and like over adjusted.
Yeah.
Bill
over
closed
the-
his eyes and jumped, and that's all well and fine. But as Brock's watching, yeah, he's making his way towards the opening, but he's at too sharp of an angle, and he's gonna just beeline it straight into the lava at the angle that he's at.
All right, I'm gonna have to like earthbend a platform out there to save him or something.
Yeah.
So, I gotta save you again, bud, don't I? So I roll.
Yeah, we'll do rely on your skills and training.
So that's with focus.
Yes.
Okay, so I roll a 9, but I get a 10 with the +1 focus.
And then a -2.
-2. So
Still
I
an 8.
So he barely scrapes by.
Well, technically that one's imperfectly.
So, okay, what I'm imagining is he creates like a thing underneath Bill, but it's like at the bottom of this cliff. So Bill's safe, but now he's got to get up this cliff edge.
Oh, okay. So you're hanging off.
Well, he's not really hanging. It's just like a little like area he can stand up, but like
Okay.
he's still got to get up this cliff. So
Okay.
like, you just barely pulled out like a shelf, basically.
Oh.
And he's still trapped below, but now
Yeah.
this is where we are.
All
So
right.
Bill sees this, like, he's flying, that he opens his eyes and he sees nothing but lava below him. And he
And it's
looks
coming in
forward,
fast.
and there's nothing but a wall. And all of a sudden he just sees, he hears Brock yell. What's Brock yell?
Cowabunga.
Okay, he yells cowabunga.
Or
It's like by a sharp ow.
And he sees like a shelf pull out.
Yep.
And he just like aims for that.
Yep.
And as he just like crash lands.
He
onto
crash
it.
lands onto this little platform that Brock narrowly got out just in the nick of time. And now you're standing maybe 5 or 6 feet below the actual platform where Brock is waiting.
Cowabunga it
So I'm
is.
5 or 6 below him.
About, yeah.
Brock,
What's up?
grab my bow staff.
Can you say thank you for saving me first?
Thank you for saving me, Brock.
Now mean it.
Meant that, Brock.
Alright, fine.
No, I mean it, Brock. Thank you for saving me.
Okay. Alright, so I'll reach down and he'll probably like hold up his his
I'm holding out my
staff.
bow staff with both my hands.
So I'll be able to grab him, right?
Yeah, I think at this point it's your arms. You're a strong guy that's already been pre-established. Honestly, Bill's like kind of scrawny, so he's not super heavy. You guys have gone through enough. You pull him up to the platform where you're at, and now that both of you are standing there. Bill, yours isn't scalded like Brock's is, which is nice. Just, you know,
I'm just gonna
for
throw it
future
to the
reference.
side.
Throws it into the lava.
This is stupid. I'm never doing that again.
Well, don't close your eyes next time.
I didn't close them. How do you know that?
Don't worry about it.
Let's just get this over with.
All right. You ever think about how we're gonna get back?
Nope. Yes, this entire time actually.
Okay. Well, glad that makes one of us.
Uh,
All right. So let's press on.
I'm gonna read out a little description here. So, there's like a little bit of wood floor, and then there's this stone door. As you arrive at the heavy stone door, you push it open, and you step into a hidden underground chamber that hums with an otherworldly energy. The room is dimly lit by flickering torches casting dancing shadows along the stone walls adorned with intricate Fire Nation engravings. A series of tall stone arches and pillars supporting the ceiling, revealing a network of ancient withered pipes and conduits that wind through the chamber like veins of an ancient machine. The air carries a faint scent of charred wood and smoldering embers, hinting at the fire-based experiments conducted here. The center of this lab is dominated by a massive stone platform, etched with symbols and glyphs associated with fire and sort of like clouds that look like they're exploding. Above it, suspended by thick iron chains, hangs a metal framework adorned with gears, levels, and intricate fire-bending sigils. Small controlled flames dance within glass orbs, casting a warm and mesmerizing glow throughout the room. Along the walls, shelves hold a collection of weathered scrolls, ancient manuscripts, and alchemical vessels filled with rare minerals and elemental compounds. The flickering torchlight reveals diagrams and sketches detailing firebending techniques, explosive mixtures, and the manipulation of heat and energy. On sturdy workbenches, you spot a collection of firebending tools, such as specialized gloves and staffs with intricate carvings. Beakers filled with colorful liquids bubble gently over low flames, indicating ongoing experiments. Parchments covered in formulas, calculations, and elemental symbols are scattered haphazardly, revealing the meticulous yet chaotic nature of Kuro's research. The laboratory exudes an ancient yet powerful energy, reminiscent of a forgotten era where firebending prowess and experimentation thrived. In this region, that is. It feels like a place where the boundaries of fire and combustion are pushed to their limits, driven by relentless pursuit of knowledge and mastery of firebending arts. As you step further into the chamber, the warmth and crackling...
That's what Brock said. This looks like an area where the arts of fire making has come to fruition. This is years of history and science all formulated on these very walls.
As you step further into the chamber, the warmth and crackling of controlled flames echo through the air, creating the atmosphere that balances both danger and fascination. It is a place where ancient secrets, allegedly, are unlocked. Where fire... I don't even know why I'm reading it at this point.
It's like
this just seems...
It's a scientific layer.
Science
laboratory.
Laboratory. Got it.
You do see Kuro, and he seems to be rolling this giant barrel. I say giant barrel, it's a regular sized barrel, but I digress. He's rolling it over, and he takes a crowbar, and he pushes open the top of this barrel, and he just like sticks his head in there, and he goes... And then he like takes a special spoon. He's got gloves on. He takes a special spoon. He starts to like put a sort of ooey gooey viscous clear substance into a jar and starts to set it on one of the shelves. And you can kind of hear him from a distance amidst the other noises of this room and the room outside with the lava. And he says, "Yes, this will be perfect. Perfect, yes, for the experiments. Yes, I will find it. I will find the source. Yes."
So I'll kind of lean over to Bill and be like, "All right, genius, what's the plan?" You're the one without an injured foot here, so I can't exactly go in full bore like I usually would.
Can we tell he's from the Fire Nation?
Yes, he is wearing some Fire Nation. He actually, he's wearing Fire Nation military outfit, but it looks very old and very worn out.
Can we tell if he's old?
Yeah.
Is he old?
Oh yeah, he's pretty old and a bit worn out.
Okay.
Bill, given that you have history with that and such, it doesn't look like or at least as far as you remember, it doesn't look like today's Fire Nation
It's an old uniform.
outfit. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, well, Bill's just gonna be like, I don't know, he looks like some kind of crazy Fire Nation dude. Probably should just knock him out.
That's the plan? I think that coming out of my mouth, but it's kind of nice to know that you're here with me.
Well, I'm not too fond of the Fire Nation, so...
I might be an outside party here just asking a question out of my personal curiosity, but if I remember correctly, I thought Brock wanted to come in here to make friends.
Well, yeah, but I'm here to follow Bill's lead, and he wants to knock
Bill,
people out.
Bill's lead.
You said to go knock him out.
You're the one who brought me all the way into this cave.
Yeah, I came in here to try and make friends, yeah.
We'll make
But-
a friend then.
But now that you want to knock him out,
yeah,
I want to knock him out.
Nation.
I like knocking people out.
Well, then go knock him out.
What am I, just Mr. Muscle? You're not going to help me?
Fine, I'll go knock him out with my stick. I don't
No,
know.
we don't need to do this individually. It's 2-on-1 and he's an old man. Like we can really put the hurt on him. So let's just
I was
let's
just
go
going to
together.
knock him out, not fully bodily damage.
Well,
to
it's potato. It's
you might be hurting really bad, Brock, but you shouldn't be inflicting that hurt on the other people.
I project my hurt onto others. My therapist says it's an issue and I'm working on
You
it.
have a therapist?
Don't worry about it.
Is it a rock? Is your therapist a rock, Brock? Yeah, I think answer me truthfully. Your therapist recommends it.
So let's go and see this old guy. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over. I won't even answer him. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
Okay.
And I'm going to go and I'm going to
Limp his way over to this.
I'm going to limp my way over. I'm not going to knock him out. Okay? I'm not going to knock him
What
out.
are you going to do?
Don't worry. I'm going to go.
Bill's going to walk to the other side behind the old guy, so wherever Brock is heading to, he's going to go the other way.
So-
He's just going to kind of wait.
Yeah, kind of encircle him. And
Wait in the side,
All right, okay.
Because
So
Brock,
There's a big machine or some kind of machine or something in the middle of this room, so
So he's kinda just
you would
leaning-
definitely be
just
hidden.
leaning against it.
Okay.
Just watching.
Okay.
it.
But are you like within view or
No, because
Oh,
he's
okay.
assuming Brock's going to take all the attention. So
Okay,
he's
okay.
just kind of leaning there.
Cool. All right.
Just waiting to see what dumb stunt Brock does here.
Fair enough.
Dumb stunt. You sit here and watch. Like you did with the thing that hasn't happened yet, canonically, with the rock monster.
What the heck is this guy going on about?
So, first off, I will assess the situation.
Okay.
As you're walking up on this guy.
Yeah.
I don't tell you how to do your job. Go for
I'm
it.
going to also assess the situation.
I roll a 7 plus focus is 8.
8. Awesome. You can ask me a question.
Well, I can ask, what is most vulnerable to me? So, what in this room would be considered the most vulnerable?
Most vulnerable. Okay.
Is it the man?
I think. I mean, yes, he's an old man.
His research.
I was gonna say, but you look around the room, and as somebody that's grown up in the Earth Kingdom, I would say that you recognize some of the materials that you see on the shelves, and you see a lot of things that you recognize, including the barrel. You kind of notice that first, and you have seen blasting jelly before, and you know what blasting jelly is and what it does and how it works. You also see other things on the, like I said, on the wall, some of which you recognize, some of which you don't. But a lot of what's on the wall is very explosive materials.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is a dangerous man. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark 2 fatigue and trap the old man with
Okay.
earth sinking.
Oh, okay, all right.
I don't think I need to roll for that. Do I need to roll for that?
You technically do, since it's an attack. and then you would get to choose a technique based on what you roll.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I believe
Plus my passion is actually a 13.
you are taking the...
I take 2 fatigue.
What is your attack? I'm assuming it's probably advance and attack.
It is advance and attack.
Okay. What is it called?
Earth sinking.
Earth
Sink
sinking.
a foe into the earth itself. Mark 2 fatigue to trap an enemy standing on the ground in the earth. They become trapped.
Okay, cool. So you're doing an advance and attack. You rolled an 11, you said?
Yes, but the passion made it 13.
Oh, that's true. But then it'd be -2.
So back to 11.
So 11. Awesome. Perfect. So you choose one from this list. So you can mark a fatigue to use a learn technique. You can use a practice technique. Or you can use 2 basic or master techniques.
On top of the...
Well, that's the... What does it show it marked? As out of curiosity.
Show it marked what?
I thought he was
How
on a
much were
food
you at
tour.
for fatigue?
I was at 1, so the earth sinking will put me at 3.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you want to use the earth sinking, you would take a fatigue, since it's a learn technique.
Okay. So I will use my earth sinking.
All right.
I will sink him into the ground just as head's peeking out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna signal to Bill like, "Hey, you're good. Let's go over here."
Okay.
I'm gonna just go up and be like, "Hey, what's with all the blasting jelly, man?"
All right. So you slam your foot, the good foot, into the ground. It kind of still hurts because you had to lean on the other foot, but nonetheless, you twist the foot on the ground, causing the earth to sort of soften around where he's standing and kind of becomes like a sand, almost quicksand material. It pulls him under very quickly up to his neck, in which you seal it. He is now trapped, which I have a card for so that I can keep track of that.
Probably looks just like
Yes.
Sokka.
It does look like Sokka with the little moose,
whatever.
rabbit, saber moose, I think. So he is now trapped. You stand there over him. You call Bill over. It's up to Bill whether he wants to follow through with that or not. But whatever the case, that's where you got him.
All right, so I'll walk up to him and I'll just ask him, "What's up with all this blasting jelly? Looks like a bad time here."
Where are you? Are you from the Fire Nation? They sent you. They sent you to assassinate me.
I'm from Omashu, bro. I don't know who's from the Fire Nation around here.
It's from Omashu. Are you an Earth Kingdom soldier? How did you know about what I was doing here?
We just saw some dude with a barrel. Wanted to try and make friends, but then saw you were probably not looking to make too many friends.
Wait, hold on a second. Who was the dude with the barrel?
I think it was you, because you took a pretty good whiff of that barrel when you opened it, right?
Was that barrel over there?
And he points with his nose. Because that's what he's got to point with right now.
Yeah, it looks like the barrel, yeah.
Where did you see this man with the barrel?
Outside this cave?
When?
I don't know. How long does it take to get into the cave?
For me or for other people?
Let's just hypothetically, if someone were to go into all 3 tunnels, char their foot, go into the second tunnel, give up immediately there, and then go to a third tunnel, and then take a little while to get through.
Okay.
Run back to the exploding things where they may have exploded twice, get some dirt, come back into the third room, and then go back and dump more dirt. About how long would that be?
And failing to
drag
fly.
the 2 and
Okay,
divide that by 9. Add 7 to that. Probably about 20 to 22 minutes precisely.
And about 20 to 22 minutes ago, precisely.
Is when you saw him? That's strange. I was outside the cave 20 to 22 minutes ago. And I did not see a man with a barrel outside.
Did you have a barrel?
Yes, I did.
It was
That
probably
barrel.
you.
It probably was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is the Bill's gonna?
I just wanted to be sure.
Walk over. He's gonna be like, why is the Fire Nation after you?
No, the Fire Nation did not. They did not like the experiments I was doing. There is I can't do air quotes because my arms.
Raise your eyebrows.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. They do not. There is a certain limitation,
And you see eyebrows
That's pretty good, actually.
of science and what is or isn't allowed. And he does the eyebrows again.
What kind of experimentation are we talking about? Are you testing stuff on people?
Are you making bombs?
I'm making bombs and I'm learning the sciences of combustion bending.
Combustion bending? Is that even?
Yes.
Are you a bender?
Yes.
Oh, jeez, good thing you trapped him.
Well, if he's a firebender, I mean, I kind of like, I kneel down and cover his ears. Well, if he's a firebender, he could technically still bend out of his mouth.
Watch.
And there's like a little spout of fire that starts to like just emanate. It's just a tiny little
I think
like.
he's old.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think he could hear me. I didn't know his hearing was that good.
Yeah, that's the one thing I haven't really lost yet.
He's lost everything else, though.
Well,
And I've got crazy shaky hands. Which is not great when you're dealing with things like blasting jelly
I bet.
and other
Is that why
explosive materials.
your hair looks so uneven?
Oh,
And
yes.
you only have half an eyebrow.
it was really weird, those air quotes.
Yeah, those air quotes are just
Oh yeah, so it's just one eyebrow.
Well, yeah, the other eyebrow, I lost that because I flew too close to the lava. Wanted to know what it smelled like. And,
What?
the hair is uneven. That just comes with age.
What are you going to do with these explosives?
Boom, make things boom. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out how. I'm gonna figure out combustion bending. I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna perfect it.
What kind of things?
I'll be the most destructive firebender in the world, and then I'll show everybody. What for.
I think we should just keep him in this hole.
I think so too. I'll take a few of these bombs to go though. So I'll just.
Hey, is there a back way out of this place?
Hey, I paid for that stuff. Hey,
And I'm not. I just take a few. I take a few of the completed bombs that look like they're completed. I just kind of stuff them in my little bag. I'm like, I'll let you out of
I had an
here.
apprentice that was just like you once.
What's his name?
I'd love to meet him.
He didn't have a name. He was an orphan kid, and I took him in. He had a weird tattoo on his forehead.
Oh, Combustion Man? Is that a callback to Combustion Man? Oh,
I don't even know what he's talking about.
oh yeah, you've only seen the movie. So how about this? I'll let you out of there
Okay.
if
Okay.
we can take a few of these bombs to go,
And
and you show us how to get out of here.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
You a firebender?
I sunk you into the earth. What do you think?
That's right. What about you? Are you a firebender?
what's it look like? And I hold up my bow staff.
Well, it's a stick.
Yeah.
Are you a stick bender?
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
Strange. Well, then I can't teach you the ways of combustion.
No, that's not what we
bending.
asked. We asked how to get out of
Well,
here.
I was just looking for an opportunity. I just,
No, we
just
don't
in case
wanna
it
learn
presented itself.
We don't want to learn about this stupid combustion.
How dare you?
Okay, we'll leave you in here.
Yeah, leaving.
No, wait. Okay, well, hold on. Reiterate what the deal was again.
You give us some bombs and all the money you have.
What?
Oh, whoa, hold on.
Whoa, no. That's my thing to
I
rob the
just
earth.
spent my money on the barrel of blasting.
Oh yeah, we'll take the barrel blasting.
What the hell? That took me like 2 months to get the money for.
Whatever to slow you down, because you're talking about blowing up the countryside.
I'm rubbing off on you. I love it.
Well, I'm
Hold
against the
on.
guy going around blowing stuff up on this beautiful countryside.
Now give me just a second there. You want to take the explosives with you. What do you want to do with them?
That's a good point. We should just chuck them in the fire.
That would make
hold
this
on a
whole
second
place
there.
go up.
Yes, take it. See, now he's not a firebender, but he gets it.
I
He's a
understand.
very,
How about we go
very
check 'em
unstable
into the
chemical.
lake?
Oh, you know what? I got an idea. Okay,
Let's go chuck them in the lake.
I got an idea.
That'll
So
diffuse
no,
them.
we'll take the barrel. We don't need to take the bombs. We'll take the barrel.
Okay.
And can you tell us how to get out of here, please?
Yes. Okay. Because I want you out. I don't want you here, so I'll give you an honest answer. Okay. There is a tunnel at the back of this facility. There's another set of doors. You see them? They're right over there. I can't turn my neck that much, but they're right over there.
And he just kind of,
Do
Over
we see
there.
them? Do we see like a
yeah,
door?
you see a pair of doors.
Oh, yeah,
Go
it's
to
right there.
those doors. And then there's like a steep tunnel. Okay, it's gonna go down. and it's got slick, oozy stuff on the sides. It's a one-way trip. Trust me, I have tried.
How you get out?
Yes.
It's like a slide?
It's an out. Oh, yes, it's very much like a
So
slide.
you can't go up.
You cannot go up. It's too slippery. At least I can't go up.
It's just a way out.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe like a.
Well, that's simple.
I don't know. Maybe an earthbender could go up, but I don't know how.
About how long does it take to get out?
Oh, it's a pretty quick. You slide right out of here. It's gonna be a fast slide. It'll spit you right out into the grass.
I'll go over to Bill real quick.
Why do you have an evil look on your face?
Don't worry about it. So I kind of pull Bill off to the side where the old man can't hear. I'm like,
Okay.
He's got great hearing.
Oh man,
So-
I can't hear him anymore.
all right, so we'll go outside the door. And we'll close the door.
Shut
Just
the-
give us a second.
Hey.
Give us
Let's
a
do
second.
quick test.
Quick
That
power.
old man's hair, he definitely blew it up. And we wait to see if he responds.
Okay, so I think we should.
Nothing.
Okay,
So-
we're good.
So I got an
You
idea.
just hear, achoo!
So if you want to throw that barrel in the lava,
Yeah,
I kind of want to throw it in the lava too.
yeah.
So I
And
think
just
what
get
we
out of
do,
here. And then blow up.
we take.
I
the
just
bar-
want to blow up this whole facility.
So what we'll do, we'll take the barrel.
Uh-huh. And
We're gonna bring it out here. I'm just gonna walk in, grab the barrel. Don't say a word to the man.
Well, so because of the way he's facing, he can't see you. He just hears you moving. He just hears a barrel.
What are you doing? What are you doing right there? Hey now, hey, what are you doing?
I don't say a word to him. I just
Don't
silently.
you dare dump blasting jelly on me. It's not as funny as you think.
Oh, that's a great idea.
No.
Sprinkle a little on him, then dump the rest.
So I'll take a glob out. I'll take a glob out in my
On
hand.
your bare hand.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. So
All right.
So-
don't worry about it.
I'm already 20% scorched. So I take like a glob out of the barrel and I close it back up, and I makeshift a little ramp, and with a little tiny little block stopper on the top, and I put the barrel so it's like this. It's like this. Okay, I'm drawing it. So
He's drawing it, everybody.
So like here's the cliff.
Okay.
I make a little thing here, put the barrel there, and I have a little stopper right there.
Okay.
So I earth bend a ramp with a little stopper, and then am I good to do this, or do I have to?
Yeah. No. This
Okay.
Checks out.
So then I'm just like, okay, Bill, let's go. And so we just both calmly walk back into the room. I take the blasting jelly, I splap it on the man's head, and then I just
gosh.
I earth bend the stopper to go down, so the barrel rolls off the ramp into the lava as we hit the slide. Are you okay with this plan?
That's where the barrel was? I
To
thought the barrel
clarify,
was down
Brock,
the slide
to
tunnel. And I was
clarify,
like, what are you doing?
Brock built it, but he has not set it off. He built it, and he was explaining that to Bill.
Yeah,
So
that is my plan.
So
Yes.
we're just going to
he has not currently slapped
drop
jelly
this
onto the
barrel
guy.
jelly into the hole as we leave through the exit.
Yes, it's gonna look awesome.
It's gonna go into the lava. Right?
Into the lava.
Okay.
So this whole place goes up, and we get to walk away. We get to slide away from an explosion. Even cooler.
But what happens to the old guy?
May he rest in peace.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not a fan of killing people.
Well, you see, there's probably more than just this one guy in this whole cave here.
No, he said he was the only one.
Did he?
Yeah.
I peeked my head into the door. Hey, how many people are in here other than us?
Oh, it's just me. I don't trust anyone. I mean, my ostrich horse is outside, but he
I
doesn't.
slammed the door.
So
You just hear.
Okay, so if it's just him, so what do you want to do then?
I mean, I don't know, because like if we let him go, he'll just go and ruin the countryside with his explosions, and he could almost hurt people in the future.
So,
But at the same time, I don't want to kill a guy.
well, we're not. The explosion is.
This is a weird take on.
It's like Batman.
This is a very reverse on. People don't kill people.
Listen.
Guns kill people.
I just wanted to go to my tree, have a relaxing afternoon.
I didn't want a
I
moral
didn't,
dilemma.
I didn't want to drag both their bodies limpidly through a cave to go meet an old man to lead him to his death.
he's lived a long life.
It sure looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, so what would you suggest here? What would you suggest? If this this place is going up as one way or another. We've already established that.
You know what?
You're going to try and roll to persuade or something?
No, Bill's just thinking.
Would this be the first person you've ever killed? Would I be here for your first?
No.
Oh.
Is that what Brock asks?
No, well, yeah.
You ask Bill if this is the first person you ever... I guess
Would this be the first person you've ever killed?
No. Is this the first person you've ever killed?
No. So, what are we doing here?
Man, what an angsty teen conversation.
This is weird. I mean, how many kids have killed one person before? Now we're about to kill a second?
Oh, at least 2.
These 2. This is weird.
It's only weird if you make it weird. I'm chilling.
Well, you know, I'm thinking of all the people he could hurt in this countryside and the beautiful countryside. So...
You know, we could have been back at the tree by now if you weren't busy having this moral dilemma.
How are you so fine with this, Brock?
People die. Stuff happens. It's life. Plus, I'm kind of a sociopath, in case you haven't been able to piece that together yet.
I'm sure more signs of this will come in the future to make this even more clear.
Yeah.
Bill's like rubbing his hand this whole time as he's thinking. And he's like, all right. Make it quick.
Yes! So
Did you say that?
Yeah, like
why are you so excited?
I don't know. The old man can kind of like hear from the.
He just goes, yeah! Oh, we must be having a good time out there. That's nice. Didn't design my lab to be a fun place for teenagers, but I suppose whatever floats their boat. It is Spirit Rest Day.
Oh, wait, we can't. I'm like,
oh, you're about to.
I'm excitedly going in.
Like, oh wait, we can't.
You're about to
can't kill it.
You're about to put his spirit to rest on Spirit Rest Day.
I'm not gonna run over somebody's puppy on Christmas.
Now, Boxing Day, sure, who cares? But Spirit Rest Day?
I don't feel like I'm putting his spirit to rest there.
My spirit's unrested right now.
Fine. What if I just bring him out? I slap some stone.
What if we just destroy all of his work, but he lives?
But then we don't get to make the place go boom.
You can do that. We just push him down the thing first, and then we follow it. We cause the explosion. We follow him. That way, we don't kill him, but we destroy all of his research and everything he's created. That way, by the time he can catch up to where he was, he'll be dead.
You
of
make
natural causes, not our causes, right?
All right.
So this would stop him from terrorizing the countryside, but we have no blood on our hands. I like this solution a lot better.
All right, because it's Spirit Rest Day.
Because it's Spirit Rest Day.
I'll do it. So
just to throw out to all the people listening right now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire inner conflict that these two characters had about whether or not they should kill a person in a massive fiery explosion and just leave, and then now are finally coming to the conclusion of, wait, what if we just like left with him and then blew up the place, not killing a person on Soulrest Day? Just would love to hear your opinions.
I think they would agree with us that it was fine until we remembered it was a holiday. I bet people are listening and going, no, not on a holiday.
The entire Spirit Rest Day.
They remembered. Oh, phew.
All right. Okay.
To clarify, it's
so I'll go in.
Clarify what?
I'll go back in the laboratory.
Soulrest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was Soul Rest.
I thought it was Spirit.
Yeah, some people Spirit Rest, Soul Rest. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
It's just with Avatar, you have the spirits, so then it kind of gives a little bit of a different connotation.
Yeah,
than,
but
like your
spirits on
personal
our term.
soul.
It's it's like different words are used for different areas of the
Right.
So in the Earth Kingdom, they use Soul Rest, Spirit Rest.
The only reason I clarify is just so that nobody on the thing goes like, "Whoa, hold on."
You said
Spirit
Soul Rest,
there.
now you say Spirit Rest.
To clarify, it is
And
Soul
it's
Rest.
slang.
Yeah.
This is the kids' slang. We're the young kids of the...
Oh, all right. They're like,
All right.
Spirit Rest.
Oh, yeah, Spirit vibes.
This is vibes, bro. So I'm gonna go in. I'll get it. I'll grab the barrel. Still not saying a word to him, and I'll go back out.
What are you doing? You
Shut the
keep
door.
taking the barrel.
I make the ramp. I make the little stopper, so
We
that
don't put jelly on his head.
we don't put jelly on his head.
We
So-
lift him
Much as
out,
we want
Me and
to.
Bill
lift him out
go
of the
in.
hole.
I lift him out of the hole. I earthbend some restraints on his hands and on his feet, and I tell him, this is Bill. I don't know if we ever introduced you. This is Bill.
Okay.
You're gonna go with him down the slide.
Oh, okay. He's a stick bender, right?
Yeah, stick bender, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
So
if you cause any trouble, you'll get stick bended on your ass.
Oh.
BAM!
No spinky spink.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
I thought it was a different one.
I can knock him top of the head, too. Knock you right out.
Still not what I was thinking, but okay.
All right. So, hold on. Do you want to do an intimidate for that?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait,
It's not
but
like
if
I'm
you
just
was-
blind, I
if you-
could, not gonna.
Yeah, it doesn't really do you much good, really.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna start leading him. I'm gonna like put my arm on his back and just kind of lead him to the exit, and then
He like hops.
Yeah.
I don't know if did you put stuff on his feet?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I
Okay,
put him on
he's just hopping.
What are you guys gonna do? Once we get out, what's the plan?
I don't really know. He's a loose.
I don't even know why I'm being taken away by a couple of teenagers. That's a stick bender and an earth bender. They'd be, well, who are you guys with?
We're with the Brew Crew.
We're,
The Brew Crew. What is the Brew? I've never heard of the Brew Crew. Are they?
I don't know.
Who are they affiliated with?
I'm here just to go sit by my tree. I didn't get signed up for this. Okay.
So Bill and the old man go down to the slide. I make sure they get down.
Yeah, get to the exit.
Okay. So you push him in the
Yeah,
slide,
I just kind of kick his feet
And
up
then
from
you
under
jump
him and
in,
shove him straight down.
and it's a very smooth rock slide, and that aided by the slipperiness. Actually, kind of a fun ride. Yeah. And he goes, "Yeah." And as you guys are going, he's like, so,
as we're
what's he
going
doing
down
back
the
there?
slide, he's talking to me.
yeah, he's like,
Okay.
says,
Woo! And then he goes, so what is he doing back up there? What is it?
You'll see.
And so
I don't like the sound of that. I don't like that in here.
So I'll earthbend the stopper down, and I'll follow him like a few seconds right behind him.
okay. And as you're coming down,
You're
the
gonna get a
barrel
huge,
slides.
you're gonna get a huge speed
It
boost.
goes into the lava, and you just hear. And you're sliding next to the man. You're coming to the end. You can see the end of the little like tunnel. You can see the light and stuff that, of the exit. And he goes,
What is that sound? Hold on a second here. Hold on, I don't like this.
and you can feel like the area or the slide starts, as you guys are coming out. It's like the mountain basically begins to collapse on itself from the explosion. He goes,
No, my lamb! My lamb!
as you guys shoot out of the hole, kind of fly through the air and land in a tuft of grass. Brock, you're coming down, and you look behind you. You can see the flames starting to shoot through this tunnel, like following after you, and you can feel the little tiny flames licking at your feet as you are suddenly shot out of this tunnel, this slick tunnel, at a high speed, flying through the air.
Now, wasn't that more fun than sitting in a tree?
And then you land.
Oh, I didn't land. Oh, sorry. I thought the
In
landing
the
was
tree.
implied.
What?
Not in that tree.
Oh,
I thought the landing was implied.
Oh no, sorry.
Okay.
just overshoot.
Well, I just told you went shooting out of there at like a high speed because of the flame bust.
Okay, I'll make it cool. I'll do like a
Oh,
double
okay.
front flip.
land in a tree.
Push your luck. Push your luck,
Push
sir.
my
He's
luck.
dying.
Hold
in
on
the
a
tree.
second here.
An 8.
I won't take the minus since you're like literally just free flying through the air. It's not really a physical trait. It's just like a maneuverable trait. All right, you push by. You do a flip. You do
Okay.
one flip.
I do
We'll
a
take one
flip.
You do one flip, and you just narrowly manage to grab onto a branch from the tree as you come to an abrupt stop, about 100 yards from the other two.
So wasn't that more fun than sitting in a tree? You're sitting in a tree right now, Brock. Ironic, isn't it?
The man is infuriated. He's freaking out. He said, "No!" He stands up, and then he falls to his knees, and he says, "I will never be able to build that
much of my life back in my lifetime.
Oh, perfect.
In what remains of my life.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Sounds like I don't know, but maybe, old guy.
What? I could learn to stick bent like you?
You could just find a new meaning in life. I know a bunch of old guys down at the down in the town of Gualing, and they just play Pai Sho Tao all day long. You could become a master Pai Sho player.
You think so?
I mean, you're smart. I mean, I saw all the work you were doing up there, and a Pai Sho player needs to be smart. I sometimes play with them. I'd come in and play with you once in a while.
I
play a
am
couple games.
quite intelligent, it's true. I appreciate you noticing my high mental fortitude.
Plus, in Gualing, you can read all the books you want. They got a great
That's
library.
a bit nerdy, but okay.
Well, you can read fictional books, stories about like dragons and stuff. They breathe fire.
Maybe I'll pick up drinking, and one day I'll come bursting through the doors of a tea shop and harass the employees until they kick me out.
Oddly specific.
That's very specific, old man. But you know what? If that's what you want to do, as long as you're not destroying countrysides and cities with your destructive powers and just the occasional too many drinks, I think that's a better life. Yeah. Go with that.
Maybe revenge isn't all it's chalked up to be.
Revenge?
Right, that's what I was going for.
Revenge on who?
Mostly the Fire Nation, but, you know, anyone that made fun of me, really.
But you're nowhere near the Fire Nation.
Well, they kicked me out. This is where I was. This is where I had to do my research, but I digress. It's gone now, so I have to change my life's purpose.
Okay. Tough break, kid.
Yeah. Sucks to suck. We'll give you a lift back to Gualing.
I appreciate that. We can take my ostrich horse.
Yeah, you still have your ostrich horse.
I do still have my ostrich horse. That's true in the cart.
Yeah, what's his name?
Carlton.
Carlton. That's a good name for an ostrich horse.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
Good thing nothing bad
He's really
happened.
good at hauling barrels of blasting jelly, but from now on he won't be hauling any more barrels of blasting jelly. Unless, of course, I get a job doing so.
Barrels of alcohol.
Which I do have connections in, because obviously I bought quite a bit. So I know a guy, and he might need it hauled from place to place.
You know, you're handling this quite well.
I'm doing my best. You know, when you don't have much time left, you kind of just gotta roll with the punches.
Man, I feel way better we didn't leave you in there.
Same here, I suppose. I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, if you guys had tried to challenge me, I probably would have just blown it all up myself with all of us in there. So it's you probably handled this the best way that you possibly could have. If what you described to me about how you came through the tunnels was any reflection on how poorly you handled those puzzles, then at least you finished things off with a pretty solid strategy. So good on you.
I thought he was going to say, oh, how I wish I was still in my laboratory among the flames. Dying with my life's work, but hey, at least I'm here.
At least I had the chance to smell what lava smelled like before it was all blown to heck.
Okay.
Anyways,
that's
go
all.
get
I'm
my
sorry about laughing.
No, it's fine.
That's some pretty funny stuff.
We should be taking appreciation. It is Soulrest Day.
It is Soulrest.
Hey, by the way,
none of
both
us
you,
have rested at all today.
Earthbender guy.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Brock.
Brock, and you said Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Happy Soulrest Day.
What's your name?
Soulrest Day.
Oh, my name is Kuro.
Oh,
You
hey.
can see it all over the walls.
I
wrote it
did.
a lot. I was kind of obsessive.
I kind of assumed, but you know what they say about when you assume.
That you make a donkey fly out of you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donkey flies.
You never want to assume. So nice to meet you, Kuro, and happy soul rest to you.
Thank you.
And how happy your soul is not resting right now.
That's true.
None of ours are.
None of our souls are
But,
resting.
you know, if I can come to accept it, then I suppose my soul can be at peace.
And that's
If I can
all that
give up the
matters.
revenge and everything else, then I can be at peace.
exactly. All right. Hi ho, Carlton. Let's get back to Gualing.
Do we need to keep him tied up?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, that's fair.
Just
Well,
so-
you keep him until Gowling.
So we
and then
get
you're
to
like,
Gowling and just kick him off to a curb or something.
yeah, we'll just like
You're gonna
Yeah.
leave him with
Leave him at
Carlton, right?
yeah, we'll leave him with
Carlton.
Carlton.
in the old folks' home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll just like open the door, and be like, "Hey, here, we found this guy like over in the mountains.
I was told there'd be pie show.
Yeah.
His restraints
you
are
throw
on."
him in. Yeah, and then you remove the restraints.
Well, better get ready for a lot of jello in my future.
Okay, so what
All right.
do we do?
Well, I'm kind of tired, so you can go do your tree thing, unless
No, I'm going back to the tree.
Uh,
I was walking away.
Unless.
you want to show me those cool rocks.
I showed you them. You saw where they were.
Yeah, but we didn't get to check them out.
You go check them out. I'm going to my tree. Don't tell anyone about the tree. You have to promise me that.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. See you, Brock.
And with
Have
that,
a happy soul rest day.
Happy Soul Rest Day to you.
Bill and Brock's Soul Rest Day adventure. Hey, that's a great title. I didn't even think about that.
Bill and Brock's epic adventure.
Bill and Brock's Soul Rest Day adventure comes to an end.
Thank you all for listening to this fun little one shot. We'll see you guys back onto the main show next time. Well, hopefully next time, unless I do the other one shot after this. We'll see what happens.
So glad
I
we
do have
had
another
everybody.
one shot planned, so keep that in mind. All right.
Thank you so much for listening to our show. Of course, don't forget to follow or subscribe to our podcast through whatever podcast site that you're using, such as iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and others. Additionally, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just look for the social media icons. Following us on social media gives you access to all news, announcements, and of course new episodes as they are released. You can check out our website, bendersandbrews.com, which will feature all of our episodes as well as news, announcements, and even cool character and player profiles. It's a great hub of information for the Benders and Brews podcast. And finally, we would be truly humbled if you would be willing to take the time to leave us a review if your podcast site allows you to do so, such as on iTunes. Or, in the case of YouTube, you can hit the like and subscribe button and drop us a comment. Tell us about what you thought about our podcast episodes. It sure would mean a lot to us. Avatar Legends is a tabletop role-playing game created by Magpie Games. Nickelodeon, Avatar, and all related titles, logos, and characters are trademarks of Viacom International Inc., all rights reserved. I also want to thank the following artists who you can find on Fiverr for their amazing creative work on this podcast. Character art was done by alessiopapadraw. Background art by Kennicchi. Music by Joe Timms 215. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.